Welcome to my old yoga room in my dad's basement and my first ever instructional yoga video. Thanks for being here. I'm really excited to film it. I'm not going to talk too much. I just want to get right into the practice. So let's come to the top of our mats. Straight into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet are hip width apart, palms forward, fingers wide, shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Just bringing your attention to your breath, into your body, feeling the sensation of your feet grounding down into the earth. Take one more breath and just appreciate and be grateful for the fact that you're here and you have a body and you can always do your very best. And our very best may change from day to day, but that's my intention for today's video, and you're welcome to set a different intention or use mine if you like it. I'm going to do my very best today and honor my body when something doesn't feel right or if my body is saying no. Typically, if you notice you're holding your breath, that's your body saying no. Or if it feels painful or extremely uncomfortable, that's your body saying, hey man, take it back a notch, like ease up. So please honor that, listen to that, respect that, and always take a break if you need to. I'm assuming you've done yoga before or have a little bit of yoga knowledge for this practice today. I will do a beginner video at some point, but I'm starting with my favorite sequence, my favorite type of yoga to teach, and some of my favorite poses and postures. So I'm talking too much. Let's go. Let's bring the arms up. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale and fold forward. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Inhale and halfway lift. Bringing the hands to the knees and straightening your back here. I love to do a little bit of a spine and hip warm up in this position. It just feels good. It feels so right on my body. Let's do a little cat-cow just in this position, keeping the hands on the knees. Good. So for cat, sucking the belly in, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, curling your spine as much as you can. And opposite direction. Bend your knees a little deeper or stand a little straighter, whatever feels better. Be sloppy with this. We're just waking up the spine, warming up the back. It's very important. Okay, let's do the hips. So hands are on the knees. Might feel kind of silly, but it feels kind of good, so I'm cool with that. Just be kind of sloppy. We're really just moving everything around. Yeah. Okay. So let's inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knees, reach down to the floor. Inhale and step back 1 foot at a time into plank position, Palakasana. Shift forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. Chaturanga to upward dog. Elbows in tight, hugging your body. Pushing up, pull your shoulders back, lift your sternum up to the sky. Look straight ahead, and on your next exhale, make your way to downward dog. Let's start to walk it out once we get here. We'll do this for a minute just to warm up the hamstrings, the hips. A couple things I want to remind you about downward dog is not to put all the pressure into your wrists. Visualize yourself being a cat and you've got little claws coming out of all the pads of your fingers. Put your cat claws into the mat and especially apply pressure onto the thumb and index finger. So let's strengthen the fingers and get the weight out of the wrists. Do your best to straighten your back. Let's push the chest towards the knees. Keep the knees a little bent. And slowly bringing up one leg at a time. Just to keep waking up the body. Warming up the hips. I'm assuming this is your first practice of the day, so warm up is really important. And this might feel really tight, and that's okay. Just move slower and do your best. Lift as high as you can without compromising the integrity of your downward facing dog too much. So trying to keep the back straight and breathing. Okay, so let's bring the right leg up, touch the sky, lift it up as high as you can. Do your best to keep the hips square here as well, so facing the floor. Look forward and step into a high lunge position, so stepping outside your hand. Let's take a minute here to check out our feet before we stand up. Both feet are going to face forward. The hips are facing forward, shoulders are facing forward. Back toes are planted in a way that it looks like we're about to go for a run, which we're not going to do. Super strong legs, strong core. Make your way up into a high lunge. Arms up, shoulders relaxed. Breathe normally here and find your sweet spot. Try to come down, sink into the lunge. It's okay if the back knee bends. We want the front knee to not come farther than your front ankle. So I don't want to see this. That is just unstable and crazy and awkward and not good. So my knee is stacked over my ankle. Awesome. Hips are square, arms up, shoulders relaxed. I know we've been holding this for a while. Let's breathe a few more breaths here. One more inhale. We'll do just a little baby back bend. Reach back, look up. As you exhale, slowly and with control, make your way down to the mat with your hands. Step back with your right foot. Inhale and shift forward to plank position, so the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, all about stacking. And chaturanga to upward dog. Take a breath here. Tops of the feet are pushing into the mat so that your knees and thighs are not touching. Pull the shoulders back. One more breath. And on your exhale, make your way to downward dog. Let's walk it out. All right, from here, look forward, step or try jumping and landing softly on the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, so straighten the back, keep a soft bend in the knees, exhale, fold forward. Let's hang out here for a few breaths. Drop your head, drop your neck, relax your shoulders. So, a little bit of a bend in the knees and a really strong core. Let's inhale. Make our way all the way up to a standing position. Hands together. Let's reach back for 2 breaths. Little baby back bend here. One more inhale. And as we exhale, folding forward. Knees are bent, back is straight, making your way all the way down. Inhale, bend the knees, reach down to the mat. Exhale, step back 1 foot at a time. Inhale, shift forward to plank position. You guessed it, chaturanga, upward dog. Take a breath here, and downward dog on your exhale. And let's walk it out. Okay, being mindful of the wrist, as always. Nice big inhale, bring the left leg up as high as you can. A little higher, touch the sky. And step forward slowly with control to the left side, the outside of your hand. So let's get situated in our high lunge. Looks like we're about to go for a run, but we're not. We want to check our hips, chest, shoulders, everything's facing forward. Legs are strong, even if they're not, we're going to pretend they are. Let's make our way up. Sink into your lunge. Relax your shoulders. If holding your arms up doesn't feel good, feel free to keep the arms down, palms facing forward, fingers spread wide. Check the knee. We want stacking. Back knee can be straight or bent, whatever feels better, but we are staying up in our high lunge. We're breathing, finding that sweet spot. You know when you're there because it feels so sweet. You feel me? Okay, just a couple more breaths here. Keep your legs strong, you got this. So, arms are up. Let's do a little baby back bend here. Reach back, take a breath. Exhale and fold forward. Bring the hands to the mat. Take another big inhale here. Exhale and step back into a plank position, shifting forward so the shoulders are over the wrists. Chaturanga, nice and slow. Elbows are hugging your body in tight. Upward facing dog. One more breath here. Downward dog on your exhale. I always just walk it out. It just feels so right. Feels so right. Let's keep a soft bend in the knees. Look forward and either walk or try jumping and landing softly on the top of your mat. Inhale. That was an exhale. Okay, inhale, halfway lift. Hands on the knees, back straight. Exhale, fold forward. Yes. Give your legs a hug. Or just keep the arms ragdolling. Head is heavy. Don't hold your head up. Let it go. Let it relax. Let the shoulders relax. Keep breathing. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the knees, back is straight. And fold forward once more. Oh yeah. Don't hold your head up. Always let it go. What are you holding on to? Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Let's lift the head and shoulders up just slightly and walk. Boop, 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 boop. Your hands over to your right ankle. We're gonna fold forward over to the right side. Feel free to grab your ankle or just keep the hands placed somewhere around the vicinity of your ankle. And again, relaxed head. Don't hold it up. Relax the shoulders. Take 3 more breaths here. One more inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to walk the hands over. Boop, 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 boop. To the left side. Woo! And always keep a soft bend in the knees, please. No hyperextending. If I was there and I saw that, I would not be happy. So we're on the left side, folding forward to the left, grabbing onto the left ankle, or placing the hands near the left foot. Drop the head, let it be heavy and relaxed. Feel this sweet stretch. Breathe. Two more breaths here. On your exhale, start to walk the hands back to center. All right, let's give the knees a shake. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. Step back 1 foot at a time. Downward dog on your exhale. And let's walk it out. Beautiful. Drop your knees to the mat. Make our way to our hands and knees for a little cat-cow here. So feet can be flat or toes tucked under. Whatever naturally you did, that's fine. I do both. Today, untucking the toes. Try to get the big toes specifically. So begin cat-cow whenever you're ready. So cat, curling the spine, sucking the belly button in, bringing the chin in, and cow, belly button towards the floor. Head comes up, not back, just up. And let's continue this at whatever pace feels good on your body today. And just a few more rounds of cat-cow, nice and slow. On your final exhale, coming into a flat back position. So let's bring the right arm up and the left leg. Reaching the right arm forward, reaching the left leg back, almost like you're getting pulled. Do your best to keep the hips square here. Bring the belly button in, so let's engage the core. Couple more breaths. On your next exhale, slowly come down. Other side, left arm up, right leg. Hips are square, abdominal muscles engaged. Leg and arm both reaching, breathing. One more breath, and slowly come on down to your mat. All right, let's take a quick second here just to give the wrists some love. I like to grab the hand above the wrist and gently pull. And move the fingers around while you do it. So pulling the hand away from the wrist, wiggling the fingers. Make a fist, circles, both directions. Shake it out. Bring the fingers back, thumbs back. You gotta pay special attention to the thumbs because they're special. Cool. Let's make our way back to downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice big inhale. Bring the right leg up, touch the sky. Step forward again into a high lunge position. Find your foot placement, legs, everything feeling really strong and stable. Make your way up. Relax the shoulders and sink a little deeper into your lunge. Okay, we've taken a couple breaths here. Rotate your left ankle to the back left side of your mat and move the right leg so that your heel lines up with the back arch of your back foot. So making our way to Virabhadrasana 2. Bent knee, front foot facing forward, back foot parallel with the back of your mat. Arms extended. Visualize yourself in between two walls here, two tight squeezed walls. So the shoulders aren't going to do anything funky. Really super straight line from the chest throughout the shoulders, arms to the tips of the fingers, everything strong and engaged. And let's sink down deeper into the warrior two position, keeping the legs really super strong here. So I don't want to see the knee past the ankle. Keep it stacked. Okay, I know it's getting hard. Keep breathing. And let's straighten the front leg. Keep the chest and arms in a really straight line here. The invisible yoga ghost arrives, grabs your front hand, and both knees are straight here. So yoga ghost pulls you forward, and keep in mind you're in between two walls here, so the left shoulder can't move forward. We're like, ee. That's the sound I felt was appropriate. And make your way, your hands down to your shin, to a block, or to the floor. The left arm is going to reach up, look up towards your hand, or keep your head and neck in a neutral position for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Really breathing deeply, feeling the twist and the stretch. It's like wringing out a rag. We're getting a lot of stuff moving and grooving in our bodies that has been stagnant and does not want to be there. Detoxing. Couple more breaths here. With super strong legs, slowly bring the left arm down, bend the right knee, and make your way back to a super strong warrior two. You got this, not too much longer. So breathing still. Let's make our way to reverse warrior. Left arm comes down to your leg. Right arm comes up, palm facing down. Look up towards your hand and breathe into this beautiful side stretch happening in the right side of your body. 2 more breaths here. Slowly making your way up. Let's windmill the arms all the way down to the mat. Yeah. Step the right foot back. Inhale and shift forward to plank position. Chaturanga. Downward dog. Take a breath here. Downward dog on your exhale. All right. This time, left leg up. Reach up as high as you can. Touch the sky. Step forward to the outside of your left hand. Find your good foot position. Legs feeling strong. Getting ready for high lunge. And we're up. Arms up, shoulders relaxed. Let's sink into our lunge. We're breathing, sinking a little deeper. And let's make our way nice and slow to warrior two. It's a little easier for me to show you on this side. My ankle is going to rotate to the right so that the back foot is in line with the back of the mat. The front leg, I'm going to adjust it a little bit so that my heel lines up with the arch of my back foot. So, front knee's bent. Again, I don't want anything crazy happening. I want the knee stacked over my ankle. The safest position. Yeah. So, things are lined up. Things are good. This pose is really hard to do. It looks super easy, but try holding it for like 30 seconds or more. It's super hard. So honor the fact that you're doing something kind of hard right now. Strengthen your legs more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Be strong. Arms extending out. Sinking down, not forward. Really straight line happening here. From the tips of the fingers throughout the shoulders. Also, relax the shoulders. Get them away from your ears. Everything engaged, strong. Look straight ahead. Okay, so my legs are starting to burn. Let's straighten the front leg. Make our way to Trikonasana. Again, imagine that we're in between a wall. We're like, there's a wall in front of you and behind you. So don't let the shoulders do anything funky. Keep yourself in between this really tight squeeze of a wall. Both legs are straight. The yoga ghost comes on by to help you out, grabs your hand and pulls you forward. We're still in that wall. Hand comes down to your shin or a block or the floor. Right arm up, reaching up towards the sky. Fingers wide. So Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can look up, or if it feels better on your neck, to keep your head in a neutral position and look forward, you can stay here. Really breathing, honoring, respecting the twisting and detoxifying, the wringing out of our body of toxins and metabolites and stagnant stuff that will now be flowing in our bloodstream. So that's why it's really important to flush it all out, drink a lot of water after you practice yoga. Couple more breaths here. Super strong legs. We'll bring the right arm down. Bend the left knee and squeeze, engage, make your way back to warrior two. Yeah. Okay, take a breath here and reverse warrior as you exhale. So the right arm comes down to the right leg, left arm reaching back, palm is facing down. Look up towards your hand. A lot of people want to straighten the front leg when they go into reverse warrior. Make sure the front knee is still bent. 2 more breaths here. As you exhale, slowly windmill yourself down to your mat. Bring the left foot back. Go straight into downward dog this time. Let's walk it out. Beautiful. Now from downward dog, bend the knees, look forward, step or try jumping and landing softly on the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the knees, straighten the back, exhale and fold forward. And let's hang out here for about 10 breaths. Dropping the head, the neck, the shoulders, arms, just hanging out, breathing normally. Keeping a soft bend in the knees. Feel free to give your legs a hug. Drop the head and the neck a little more. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Okay, keep a little bend in the knees, really strong core. Inhale, come all the way up to a standing position. Hands together into prayer position and Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's take a few breaths here. And feel free to grab a quick drink of water if you'd like and come back into mountain pose. Okay. So from Tadasana, inhale, reach the arms up, reach way up towards the sky. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, reach your hands down to the mat. Exhale and step back, 1 foot at a time into plank position. Shift forward so the shoulders are stacked. Chaturanga to upward dog. Inhale here. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Let's inhale and bring the right leg up. Exhale and step forward into a lunge position. We'll make our way up. This is a fun part. Either toe your way to balancing on your right leg, or come up in one big swoop. If you fall out of it, that's cool, that's okay. Feel free to come back in, but never rush. Don't rush. Yoga is about being slow and strong and very present with our movements. So always feel free to take your time or come out of it. Okay, I recommend coming out of it, taking a quick break here, because we're going to move a little deeper into that posture. So again, making our way to Warrior 3. Hips are square with the floor, strong core, arms reaching forward, left leg reaching back, and slowly bring the right hand down to either a block or your mat. Turn your head up towards the ceiling. Once you've got this down, bend the left leg, find your foot, and enjoy a beautiful hip opener here. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Half moon bound, my absolute favorite. So push the foot into the hand, breathe, and let's slowly come out of this the same way we came in. Okay, my camera just died, so I think where we were was going from Warrior 3 back into a high lunge position. Let's windmill the arms all the way down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Inhale and shift forward to plank position. Chaturanga, keeping the elbows in nice and hugging close to the body. To upward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. Take a couple breaths here, being mindful of where you're putting pressure, trying to avoid putting all the weight into your wrists. Hips reaching up. Back is straight, soft bend in the knees. Let's inhale and bring the left leg up, touch the sky, reach it up as high as you can. Step forward into a lunge position, both feet facing forward. Make your way up. We'll do the same thing on this side we did on the other. We can either toe our way up, standing on the left leg, slowly making your way to Warrior 3. If you fall out of it, that's cool. That's all part of yoga. Falling is a part of yoga. So let's do it again. Try hopping into it, see if you can hold it. Always keep a soft bend in your grounding leg. Core engaged here. Arms facing forward, right leg back. If you fall again, that's cool. I recommend just coming out of it and taking a little break here before we go into our half moon and half moon bound. Take a couple of breaths. When you're ready, Making your way with control. Slow and control. Warrior 3. Folding, so your left hand touches the floor or a block. Right leg stays up. Right arm comes up, reaching towards the sky. Look up towards your hand. You can always keep your head in a neutral position as well, just facing forward. Slowly bending the right leg. Find your foot and push into your hand. Breathing here. Enjoying the beautiful opener on our iliopsoas. I would have fallen here if it wasn't for the wall behind me. So let's come back out of it, if we can, the same way we came in. Nice and slow and control. So from Ardha Chandra Chapasana, half moon bound, into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, back into Warrior 3, of Virabhadrasana 3, and woo, my leg's feeling it. Slowly step back into our high lunge. Let's windmill the arms down to our mat. Step the left foot back, making our way to downward dog. Let's walk it out here. And drop your knees to the mat for a little breather in child's pose. Bringing your forehead down to the mat. There's a couple different variations of child's pose that I've been taught, and I like them both, so do what feels best on your body. In one variation, the knees are closer together, and we're actually trying to curl the spine, so you're getting a bit of an opening and a stretch in the low back. So almost like you're trying to put the top of the forehead onto the mat and getting a curl in the spine. So try that out and see if you like it. Other version is keeping the feet together and the knees wide and bringing the chest and forehead down to the mat and reaching the arms out forward as much as you can so you get more of a stretch in the arms and shoulders here. So try both and take the one that you like or feels best right now. Just a few more breaths here. It's really nice to just chill out. Let's walk the hands over to the right side. Just enough that you feel a stretch in the left side of your body. And melt. Bringing the forehead towards the floor. Stay for about 5 breaths. One more breath, and as you exhale, start to walk the hands over to the left side. And once you're there, same thing, feeling the beautiful pull through the right arm, shoulder, and the right side of your body, and melting into the mat, forehead to the flow, and just breathe and relax. Couple more breaths. Slowly walking the hands back to center. Take one more breath in our regular child's pose, and as you exhale, start to walk the hands up towards the knees, back to the hips. Let's just sit here for a moment, breathe and be and appreciate everything we've done so far on our mats. The hardest part / most fun part is over. We're getting to the chill part now. We're going to give some serious love to our hips and back. Really necessary all the time. Okay. So let's make our way back to downward dog. This is going to be the last downward dog of our practice today. Arms forward, toes tucked under, make your way up, hips reaching up, knees have a little bend, back is straight, big breath here. Now bend the knees and look forward and step or jump, landing softly on the front of your mat. Let's inhale and halfway lift, and exhale and do our last Uttanasana for today, melting forward over our legs, keeping a soft bend in the knees. Drop the head, the neck, the shoulders. Let everything feel heavy, like a rag doll, just totally flopped over, relaxed, breathing. Feel free to give the legs a hug, or just let the arms hang free, doing their thing. I always love to come back up again. One more little time. I sneak in another halfway lift. Exhale and fold forward again. It really helps to get deeper and just relax into the pose a little more. So feel free to keep doing that if that feels good, to keep moving. But otherwise, we're hanging out here just for about 5 more breaths. Okay, being really mindful of our knees and our backs and our legs. Let's bend the knees, and with a really strong core and really strong legs, inhale all the way up into a standing position. Let's do a baby back bend here and a big inhale. Exhale, hands together to prayer position. Good job. So I'm gonna turn and face the camera. So, heel toe, the feet just a little wider than hip distance apart, toes facing outward. Inhale, bring the arms up, hands together, and as we exhale, making our way into a beautiful little squat here. Use the elbows to push the knees open, woohoo! And just breathe and chill here. Let's make our way all the way down to the floor. Stretch your legs out in front of you. There's a spider above my head now. That's how I feel about spiders. If you see me looking at something, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so let's straighten the back. You may even find it helpful to get right back against the wall if you can. Pull your butt cheeks back and up out of the way so you can get right onto your sit bones. Sitting up nice and straight. We'll start with the right leg in, the foot touching your inner thigh for Janu Shirshasana. So right foot on the inside of your left thigh, back is straight. Let's start to fold at the hips, reaching towards the foot. If the knee or the shin is most comfortable to reach for at the moment, that's perfect. Stay right there. No being hard on yourself, just honoring where you are and being fine with that. Doing your best. So relaxing the shoulders, the head, the neck. If this is feeling really tight and difficult, come back up again into a seated position with the back straight and fold again. Grabbing wherever is comfortable, releasing the head, breathing normally here. Just a few more breaths here. Slowly start to walk your hands back up. Beautiful, sitting up nice and tall still. So let's take the right ankle and place it on top of your left thigh and give our ankles a little bit of love here. So moving the ankle in a circular motion in both directions. Pulling the toes. You want to flex and pull the foot inward. That's how you'll get the best stretch in the top of the foot, connecting to the shin. Good, and just finding like the sweet spot. Just really just moving the foot and the ankle around here is the most important part. Give yourself a little massage, grab the toes, pull the toes, use your thumbs to do little spreading motions. Give the heel a squeeze. Give your feet some love here. Your feet do so much for you all the time. We're really hard on our bodies and our ankles, and they take a lot of abuse from us. So honor your feet for a second. Just give it some love. It deserves it. Cool. Let's try to sit up straight. See if you can apply a little bit of pressure to your right knee. Pushing it down. Ooh, that feels good. Or not, I don't know. Just breathe. Relax the shoulders. Couple more breaths here. Cool. So, we're going to put the foot down. So now it's flat on the mat, and you stay where you are. I'm just going to move so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to twist towards the back of the room. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes pose. Fun, huh? You can keep the hand up. Just in my body, it feels better and more natural to have it folded down. I'm gonna just say do what feels right. So, the right arm reaching back. Turn your head towards the back of the room. Try to keep the spine nice and straight. We're getting a really big twist here. It's so good for your body, your back, your guts, your digestive system. A lot of stuff is happening in this twist. So let's appreciate that and honor that and give respect where respect is due for our body and all the things it does for us without us having to think about it ever. So just breathing and finding that place of comfort within the discomfort. Just a couple more breaths here. And really super slowly making your way out. I'm just going to move my body again, so I'm facing the camera, you stay where you are. And I like to do a sort of a quick little twist to the other side just for a breath or two, just to even myself out. Place your hands on the floor behind you. Lean back and slowly straighten your leg. And let's shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. Cool. So sitting up nice and straight, pulling your glutes back and up, getting right on the sit bones so we're able to sit up straight. Let's do the other side. Left foot to the inside of the right leg. Taking a second here, feeling it out. Folding forward, folding at the hips, trying your best to keep your back straight, but a little bit of a curve is going to happen. It's natural. Placing the hands on the leg or the foot, whatever is within your reach comfortably. Relaxing the head, the neck, and shoulders, and folding forward. Soften your breath. Feel free to stay if it's feeling really good, or just come back up for a little break, a little breather, couple breaths. And fold forward again. We'll stay here for about 10 more breaths. Relax the head, neck, shoulders. Breathe. Slowly lifting the head and start to walk the hands back towards your hips. Grab your left ankle, place it on top of your right thigh. So let's give the ankle some love. Circles, both directions. Pulling the toes back and inwards. We got a nice little stretch in the top of the foot, the shin. And just any way that it feels good, move the ankle around right now. Giving the foot a little massage here, pulling all the toes, doing the spreading motion with the thumb. My foot already feels better. It's really good. It's really nice to give yourself a foot massage. Squeeze the heel. Okay. Cool. So we're still sitting in this position. Let's apply. A little bit of pressure on the top of the knee here. Ooh, yes. Breathe. Try to not be doing this. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Use the strength in your arm without bringing the shoulder hiked way up towards your ear. And just gently push. I'm not pushing that much, and I feel a lot of good stuff happening in my hip here. Breathe. Sitting up straight. Just a couple more breaths. Okay. So let's bring the knee up and the foot down. I'm not going to move this time because I think it actually was more confusing for me and maybe for you. So, half Lord of the Fishes pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana on the other side. So, back straight, left arm behind your back. Use it to push into the floor to lengthen your spine a little bit more here. Then bring the right arm to the outside, your left leg, twist and turn to the back of your room, to the back of the mat. And I really like to push into the knee a little bit, whatever feels right. Find your sweet spot, whether you have the arm up or folded down. I'm cool with it either way. Other yoga teachers might say something different, but ultimately every body is different. And I really want you to honor what you feel in your body and what feels right for your body above all else, all the time. Really big twist here, full breaths. Lots of good wringing out of stagnant stuff in our body. That's why we're going to drink a lot of water to flush it out of our system. Just a few more breaths here. As you exhale, slowly make your way back to the front. And before we straighten the leg, just a twist to the other side for a breath or two. It just feels like it evens me out. And slowly coming forward, let's bring both hands behind you a bit. Lean back into your hands. Straighten the leg. Shake the knees. Shake, 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 shake. Beautiful. I'd really like us to stretch the neck a little bit here before we go into our winding down postures and then Shavasana. So coming to whatever seated position is most comfortable for you. The most important thing here is being comfortable. So if you want to have one leg out, both legs out, cross-legged, whatever, sitting on your knees, whatever is most comfortable for you, please take that position. We're going to start with the right arm out to the side, fingers wide, folding your ear towards your shoulder on the left side. So the arm reaching is really helping with the stretch here. You likely are feeling it right away, all throughout your arms, maybe in your fingers, your shoulder, totally normal. This is a really beautiful and really deep stretch. So just breathe and honor that, and don't push it. Find the sweet spot. So relax the shoulders, keep the arm reaching. The arm is doing a little bit of work here, and the head, we don't want that to work. So try to release and relax the head. And breathing normally. So rolling the head towards the floor. And you should still feel the stretch in the side of your neck, but a little more in the back of it now. Bring the forehead forward a little bit here as well. Keep the head feeling heavy and relaxed. And we'll try a little rotation nice and slow the other way. So coming back, just ear to shoulder where we started. And keeping the ear connected with the shoulder, we'll rotate the head towards the ceiling. And keeping this arm up, and it may actually feel better to move it around a little bit. Find the sweet spot. You'll know the sweet spot because it feels so sweet. It feels so good. And letting the chin come up and the head come back here. So we feel the stretch a little more in the front of the neck, still on the side. We'll stay on this side for about 10 more breaths, so feel free to move around a little bit, slowly rotating the neck. Finding the sweet spot. For me, it's ear to shoulder, just kind of right where we started. Feels really nice. Relax the shoulders. Slowly making your way back to the starting position, which in this case is ear to shoulder, so no rotation, nice and slow. Let's take one more breath here. And slow, super slow, bring the arm down and the head up. Give the shoulders a roll. Look down, look up. Neutral, as if you're checking your blind spot. Turning your head, both sides. And let's do the other side. So left arm out to the side, palm facing forward. Head folds to the right, right ear to right shoulder. And it's totally normal, again, to feel like weird, tingling, fiery sensations in your arm here. It's a very beautiful stretch, and a lot of muscles are involved. And it's really important to give the neck and the shoulders some well-deserved love, especially after so many downward dogs, chaturangas. So relaxing the shoulders, letting the head feel heavy. And we'll do the same thing on this side that we did on the other, and just moving nice and slow and finding your sweet spot, and breathing there and being there. So keeping the ear as connected to the shoulder as possible the whole time. You can play around with rotating the head towards the floor. Keeping the head feeling heavy and folded as you do this. Breathing. And of course you can stay or feel free to move with me as we rotate back to ear to shoulder position. Feel free to move the arm a bit too. It might feel better if the arm's back or up or down. You gotta play a bit to find your sweet spot. And let's rotate towards the ceiling, keeping the ear connected to the shoulder. Eyes are gonna look up towards the ceiling, chin and nose are turning up, and try to keep the head heavy, pulling back a bit so we feel the beautiful stretch in the side, front of the neck. Always being really careful and slow with your neck. Take about 3 to 5 more breaths in your sweet spot or wherever it feels really good. Maybe continuing to move is what felt best for you. Not staying in one spot at all, but rotating. Really slowly bringing your ear back to your shoulder, so the starting position. Beautiful side stretch. A couple more breaths here. And really super, super, super duper slowly lower the arm and bring the head back up. Let's roll the shoulders. Bring the chin in a bit, like you're trying to make a double chin. Look down, look up, head back to neutral, do your blind spot check. Other side, and again, both sides. Cool. My body right now just wants to do a little seated cat-cow, so you can join me if you like. Cat-cow just always feels good. You can never get enough. Wiggle around a bit, move a bit. Beautiful. So let's bring the knees to the chest and roll onto your back. Let's continue rolling here. Rocking and rolling. Getting a nice little back and spine massage. Yes. I don't know about you guys, but it feels really good on me. So let's do a few more. And all the way down. Back flat on the mat. Let's just lay here for a moment, for a few breaths. And just appreciate how good it feels to lay on the floor. How grounding it feels. How relaxing it feels. Bring your right knee up into your chest. Pull it in for a hug. With your left hand, pull the right knee to the left side. And it might not make it to the floor, just as much as you can go. Bring the right arm extending out to the right. And turn your head and neck to the right as well. Shoulders are still on the floor. Gently applying the amount of pressure we're comfortable with. And really just melting into this pose, into the gentle twist. Breathe and be here for about 8 to 10 breaths. Just a few more breaths here. On your next exhale, slowly bringing the knee back to the chest. Pull it in again for one more little hug. And let's switch. So bringing the left knee. Pull it in for a hug. Stay here for a few breaths. And bring the right hand on top of the left side of your knee and slowly pull it down towards the right. Extend the left arm out to your side and turn your head and neck to the left. Melt, breathe. Just be here in this pose. Appreciate the twist. On your next exhale, slowly start to bring the knee back in towards the chest. Pull it in for a hug. Beautiful. And let's straighten both legs. Reach your arms above your head. Reach, stretch, spread your fingers, spread your toes. Beautiful. Now let's bring both knees into the chest. Pull them in for a hug and rock from side to side here. It's a beautiful, gentle way to give your low back and hips a self-massage. Rolling in circles with the knees. Make the circles smaller, bigger. Go at whatever pace feels really right, really good. And switch directions of your circle if you haven't already. Maybe you're going back and forth with directions, and that's cool too. Nice. Really small circles, big circles, all the circles. Okay, pulling the knees in for a hug. Let's bring the feet up, bring the legs into a big wide V. The hands can stay here or grab onto the inside of your thighs and rest there. Move the ankles around a bit, give them some more love, roll in circles, point the toes towards your body, away from your body. Just a few more breaths here. Let's slowly use your hands to help bring the legs together. And the right ankle travels above the left knee. And this may feel really tight at the moment, so let's move slowly and carefully here. Use your left hand, place it behind your left thigh. Bring the right hand to your right knee. And let's pull in with the left and push out with the right. And if this feels really tight right now, that's cool. It's really tight on me too. If it's within your practice to bring the right hand through that little triangle your legs are making, both hands onto the shin, the right elbow to push the right knee back, and pulling in the left leg, you start to get a really beautiful stretch in the lateral rotators and gluteus maximus. It's a great way to release pain and tension in your low back. So if this is a hard stretch for you to do, that means it's important and it's something you should practice more often, but you do need to warm up first because it's getting into deep tissues. Even after a whole practice, it feels pretty tight on me, so I know I need to work on this one more. Stay for 10 more breaths. Keep the shoulders and your head and your neck on the floor. Breathe. Couple more breaths here. Slowly. Let's bring both legs up. Move them around a bit, whatever feels good. Stretch. Now the left ankle is going to come on top of the right knee. Right hand grabbing the right hamstring. Left hand on the left knee. Let's pull in with the right, push out with the left. Keep your shoulders, head, and neck on the floor. Find the sweet spot. Breathe. Be there. It gets easier and better. Maybe not every time because our bodies change from day to day, but over time you will feel more flexible. You will feel expansion in your hips and your body will feel better. Your back will feel better. That is what this pose offers you. This beautiful stretch. So if it's within your practice to bring the left arm into the little triangle your legs are making, bringing both hands on top of the right shin. Use your left elbow to push the left knee back. Pull the right leg in. Breathe. Keep the shoulders on the floor. We'll stay here for 10 more breaths. You can always ease out of it a little bit. A few more breaths here. And slowly sliding your ankle off your knee. Let's bring the legs up, roll the ankles, roll the wrists, move everything around. Let's stretch our fingers, our toes. Beautiful. Bringing the knees back in for a hug. Then place your feet about hip distance apart. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. And just like the movement of a windshield wiper, bring the knees from side to side. So the feet stay generally where they are, but they roll up. They don't have to stay planted. And the hips are moving. You can go slower or faster, whatever feels right. And the next time they land on the right side, just stay there, exactly where they land. Let them be. Let's breathe and be here for about 10 breaths. If you're not feeling any stretch at all, take the right foot, place it on top of the left knee, and allow it to gently pull the hip down towards the floor. You should feel a deeper stretch in that position. If you try it and it's too much, simply let the foot slide off the knee and we're back to where we started. Let's take 3 more relaxing breaths here. And slowly, we'll windshield wiper back and forth a few times each side. And the next time you make your way over to the left, stay there. Let everything flop and relax. If you're not feeling any stretch, place the left foot to the outside of the right knee and allow it to gently apply some downward pressure so you get a deeper pull happening. We'll stay for about 5 more breaths, and again, it's wherever you're comfortable, whether your foot's on your knee or we're just in the position we started with, where we landed. And let's windshield wiper back and forth just a couple more times each side. Come back to center. Pull the knees in for a hug. Place the feet down on your mat. Keep the feet together, knees together. And now the knees are going to splay out wide and the bottoms of the feet will be touching. Supta Baddha Konasana. Really let the hips relax. Let the knees drop open. It's always an option to place some pillows, bolsters, or blocks beneath the knees if you feel like you're having a hard time relaxing. And eventually, you won't need them anymore. So find what works for you right now. So just breathing and appreciating your body, everything it's capable of. Honor the fact that you did your very best and you challenged yourself and you made it through not a beginner yoga practice. So you should be proud of yourself and thank yourself for showing up, for being here, and for getting a self-care practice in today. That's very cool. Just a few more breaths here. You're welcome to stay in this position longer. If it feels really good and your hips are starting to open, feel free to stay. Just remember to come out of it slowly when you're ready. Let's make our way to Shavasana. I like to use my hands to push my legs together here. Straighten them out. Let's do a little stretch, reaching the arms above your head, stretch your fingers, your toes, and then the arms come down by your sides, palms facing up. Allow the feet and ankles to splay outwardly. Relax your fingers, your shoulders, relax your jaw, your forehead. Releasing any little bits of tension you feel in your body and allowing yourself to let go a little more with every exhale you take. Breathing normally. Close your eyes and allow yourself to melt into your mat and enjoy your Shavasana. Let's take a few more breaths here. Feel free to pause this if you want a Shavasana longer. I totally understand. Let's start to wiggle our fingers and toes, bringing awareness back to your body. Reach your arms up above your head. Stretch, breathe. Slowly roll onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow for your head. We'll stay here for a few breaths before getting up. And using your left hand to help push yourself up to a seated position. Sit however you're most comfortable, cross-legged or any way that you like. Feel free to keep your hands in the lap or inhale and bring your arms up. Hands together to prayer position. Bringing it down towards your heart. May you all be happy. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease. Let's bow to ourselves and each other. Namaste. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. I had a lot of fun doing it, and there was a lot of mistakes and do-overs, and I definitely have a lot of bloopers, but I really appreciate the learning experience, and I can't wait to get better at it and keep doing more. So thank you. Okay, so a little bonus here if you're interested. Just one other thing I wanted to do today that I think is really important right now, because we're currently experiencing quarantine, all of us. The whole world is staying home, and I just want to quickly give love and honor all the people right now that are not able to be home with their loved ones and their families and are not able to practice yoga. I dedicate my practice today to you. I wanted to show you my favorite pranayama. It's called Kapalabhati breath, known as breath of fire. There's so many benefits to this pranayama. I recommend looking it up. I'm not going to go through all of them right now. I will say what it does for me. It takes me out of my funk. It takes me out of my mind. It brings me back into the present moment. And I always feel amazing. I feel way better after I do this, especially if I'm feeling really anxious or nervous. It actually cleanses the nervous system. So this is a really good tool to have in your wellness toolbox, and it's my favorite pranayama, and I would like to share it with you for the sake of you seeing my belly. So, breath of fire. We're going to breathe out while taking an inward motion with the belly. Almost like punching, like you're getting punched in the stomach, but not really, because it's just the abdominal muscles working. So it will come with practice, I promise you. Just try. Even if you're trying and nothing's happening, you will still get the benefit of the pranayama, and keep coming back to it, keep working at it. Maybe even look up another video. I might not be explaining it best. I'm just telling you, Kapalabhati, breath of fire, amazing. Take half a breath in and start taking sharp exhales outwardly. So I am taking a breath in, but I'm really focusing on the breath out. So it should look like this. and then hold your breath after. So that was kind of the example round. So as I'm breathing out, my stomach is coming in, and then I'm going to hold my breath after that. Not only am I going to hold my breath, I'm going to squeeze my pelvic floor muscles together, almost like you're trying to hold in your pee, or like a Kegel exercise. So while you hold your breath, do that, and if you really want to take it to the next level, also close your eyes and have them crossed. So you're kind of locking all the energy in. You're creating this prana and then locking it in, like creating this fire inside of you. It's meant to cleanse the frontal lobe and open our third eye as well, which helps us connect to our own intuition, basically expand our own awareness of self and consciousness in general. So why not, right? So let's try it. Just do whatever you can, but I'm going to do 15 and then 30 and then 50 in total. So try it with me, and if nothing is happening, nothing's moving, please just try. Every time you try, you're practicing, and you will get better and you will be able to do it. I also like to bring the arms up. It was something another teacher taught me, and it feels right. So arms up, thumbs inward, shoulders relaxed, half a breath in. Let's go to 15, then hold your breath. Close your eyes, cross your eyes, hold your breath. Exhale. Just breathe normally for a few breaths here. And let's prepare for round 2. Hands can stay down in a mudra position on your lap or arms up. Shoulders relaxed. Let's do 30. Half a breath in and begin. Big breath in, hold it, close your eyes, cross your eyes, squeeze your pelvic floor muscles. Breathe in a little more if you need to. Exhale fully. Rest your hands on your lap, breathe normally. Just one more round. Just do as many as you can do. If you already couldn't do 30 or whatever, that's fine. Let's try to get to 50. If you can do more, cool, whatever you can do. Last round. Arms up, shoulders relaxed. Thumbs in, palms forward. Half a breath in, and begin. I lost count. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Close your eyes, cross your eyes. Engage your pelvic floor muscles. Exhale fully. To relax your body, relax your breath, relax your shoulders. And optional, now would be a really good time because you've prepared your body and mind to sit in silent meditation. We just did a lot of stuff with our bodies, the yoga practice, the breath of fire. Notice how much has changed or how different your body or your mind feels. And just sit with that, sit with your breath. Sit in the present moment, because nothing else is more beautiful than this very moment that we're in. This is where life truly is. And the most beautiful thing in life is being able to sit with yourself and being at peace there and feeling love. Self-love, love for others, love for your practice, just love in general. I like to visualize myself being surrounded with a big ball of light filling my aura. And then when your meditation is complete, and again, this is just a suggestion, I'm just recommending the things that I do that work for me, that I like. I'll visualize the ball shrinking down to about the size of my heart. And I either keep it for myself if I feel I need the healing and the love and the light, or I visualize grabbing the ball and sending it to whoever needs it most. And you can visualize the actual person, or just send it to whoever needs it most. And then I'll thank the universe. And I'll thank myself for all the love and for showing up. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that I inspired something in you that you'll keep with you and take with you into your daily life. I hope that this helped in some way. Thank you very much.